You wake up some nights wanting a different life. The wanting feels clear, and then it goes quiet. And you tell yourself you should not want it. Your wanting is allowed. Wanting a different life does not erase the life you have. The wanting is information about you. Naming it is not the same as leaving. And the people who love you can hold the real you. The wanting is allowed. The wanting has always been allowed. The wanting has always been allowed in every season of your life. You did not invent it tonight. It has been with you quietly for a long time. The wanting is not a problem in you. The wanting is information about you. The wanting is yours to know. And the wanting is allowed to be here. Naming what you want is not leaving. Naming what you want is not leaving anyone. Naming what you want is not leaving anyone behind. The naming is interior. The naming happens in your own chest first. The naming does not pick up a bag. The naming does not write a letter. The naming does not call anyone to tell them. The naming is yours, and it stays yours until you decide otherwise. Two things can be true at once. Two things can be true in the same body. Two things can be true in the same room, in the same hour. This can be a good life. And you can want something else. Loving them and wanting more can sit beside each other. The wanting does not cancel the loving. The loving does not cancel the wanting. And both are allowed to be here. The wanting is information about who you are. The wanting is information about who you are becoming. The wanting is information you have been allowed to have all along. It is telling you something true. It is telling you something the loud parts of your life have been drowning out. The wanting is a quiet messenger. The wanting is not asking you to act yet. The wanting is asking you to listen. And listening is allowed. The wake up in the small hours is allowed to count. The wake up in the small hours is allowed to count as real. The wake up in the small hours is allowed to count as much as the daylight thoughts. What surfaces in the quiet hours is not less true for being quiet. The quiet is when the loyalist voice has finally gone to sleep. The quiet is when the want has room to come up. You can stop calling the small hour clarity a mistake. The small hour clarity is one of the most honest things in your day. And the small hour clarity is allowed to be known. Your wanting is allowed. Wanting a different life does not erase the life you have. The wanting is information about you. Naming it is not the same as leaving. And the people who love you can hold the real you. The voice that files the wanting away was borrowed. The voice that files the wanting away was borrowed from someone else. The voice that files the wanting away was borrowed before you had words for it. You learned very young that some wants made the room go cold. You learned to put those wants back before anyone saw them. You learned that staying small kept the people you loved comfortable. The voice was the price of staying loved in the room you were in then. The voice is not the truth about wanting, and the voice is allowed to soften now. You did not invent the rule that wanting equals betrayal. You did not invent the rule that wanting equals betrayal anywhere in your life. You did not invent the rule that wanting equals betrayal, no matter how natural it feels. The rule was installed in a home, a culture, a story you inherited. The rule was installed long before you had the standing to question it. The rule has been running quietly under everything since. The rule is not a fact about love. The rule is a felt habit, and felt habits can change. And the rule is allowed to be set down tonight. The people who actually love you would rather know the real you. The people who actually love you would rather know the real you than a quieter version. The people who actually love you would rather know the real you than a version that has been slowly going silent. The slowly going silent has been costing them too. They have been loving someone whose interior they cannot reach. The real you is who they chose, or who they would choose if they were given the chance. The real you is not too much for love. The real you is what love is for. And the real you is allowed to be known. Gratitude and wanting are not opposites. Gratitude and wanting are not opposites in any life. Gratitude and wanting are not opposites, no matter what the loyalist voice has told you. And you can be deeply grateful for what you have. You can also want something different. The wanting does not erase the gratitude. The gratitude does not erase the wanting. They live in the same heart, in the same hour, and both are allowed to be true. You can want without acting. You can want without acting on the wanting tonight. You can want without acting on the wanting ever, if that is what is right. Naming a want is not the same as picking up the bag. Naming a want is not the same as making a phone call. Naming a want is not the same as drafting a letter. Naming a want is something quieter and earlier than all of that. The wanting can be known and held, and nothing in your outer life has to move yet. And the knowing alone is allowed to be the whole work tonight. Your wanting is allowed. Wanting a different life does not erase the life you have. The wanting is information about you. Naming it is not the same as leaving. And the people who love you can hold the real you. The grief for the unlived life is allowed. The grief for the unlived life is allowed to be quiet. The grief for the unlived life is allowed to be real, even when nothing is wrong. You can love your life and grieve another one in the same chest. The grief is not a verdict on what you chose. The grief is the cost of having only one body, in only one life, with only one set of years. Every grown person carries some version of it. You are not alone in this quiet grief. And the grief is allowed to be here without making anyone wrong. You are allowed to say the wanting out loud to one safe person. You are allowed to say the wanting out loud to one safe person when you are ready. You are allowed to say the wanting out loud to one safe person even before you know what it means. The unspeakable becomes lighter the first time it is spoken. The wanting that lives only inside your head grows louder. The wanting that is witnessed by one trusted person grows clearer. You do not have to tell everyone. You only have to tell one. And one is enough to break the silence. The wanting predates the life you chose. The wanting predates the life you chose in some form. The wanting predates the life you chose, even if it has changed shape. There was a version of you before the choices who already had wants she did not name. The chosen life did not erase that version. The chosen life was layered on top of her. She is still here, underneath. She has been waiting for permission to be heard again. And the permission is yours to give her tonight. You have had wanting before, and you survived it. You have had wanting before, and you are still here. You have had wanting before, and the body that carried it is wiser now. You wanted things at 12 that you outgrew. You wanted things at 20 that you carried to a new shape. You wanted things at 30 that became the life you live. You wanted things at every age, and the wanting never broke you. The wanting has always been part of how you have moved through your life. And the wanting is allowed to keep being part of that. Your wanting is not a grade given to the people in your life. Your wanting is not a grade given to the people in your life, ever. Your wanting is not a grade given to the people in your life, no matter how it has felt. The wanting is about you. The wanting is not a verdict on your partner. The wanting is not a verdict on your children. The wanting is not a verdict on your parents. The wanting is not a verdict on the work you have built. The wanting is yours, and the people in your life are theirs, and they are not the same thing. Your wanting is allowed. Wanting a different life does not erase the life you have. The wanting is information about you. Naming it is not the same as leaving. And the people who love you can hold the real you. Other people in your life have had quiet wants too. Other people in your life have had quiet wants the whole time. Other people in your life have had quiet wants you never knew about. Your partner has had wants you did not know to ask about. Your parents had wants you never saw. Your friends have wants they do not say at dinner. You are not the only one carrying a private want. The carrying is part of being alive in a life with other people. And the carrying is allowed to be acknowledged in you the way you would acknowledge it in them. The way the body slows down near the thing is information. The way the body slows down near the thing is information you have been overruling. The way the body slows down near the thing is information that has been honest the whole time. The pull toward the article you keep reading is information. The pull toward the conversation you keep having with one friend is information. The pull toward the city you keep planning visits to is information. The body has been telling you what the wanting is about. The body has been telling you in the only language it has. And the body is allowed to be the one who knows. The shame around the wanting was inherited. The shame around the wanting was inherited, not earned. The shame around the wanting was inherited from people who did not get to want themselves. The shame was a way to keep the family of origin comfortable. The shame was a way to keep you safely in the role you were given. The shame was protective in its time. The shame is not protective anymore. The shame is allowed to be returned to where it came from. And the wanting is allowed to be here without it. You do not owe anyone the smaller version of yourself. You do not owe anyone the smaller version of yourself, no matter how much they prefer it. You do not owe anyone the smaller version of yourself, no matter how long you have been giving it. The smaller version was never the real gift to them. The smaller version has been a quieter loneliness for everyone. The people who love you have been loving a portion of you and calling it the whole. You are allowed to take the shrinking back. You are allowed to be a larger person, even in the same life. And the larger you is what love was made to hold. You are allowed to write the wanting down. You are allowed to write the wanting down on a page no one else will read. You are allowed to write the wanting down without it becoming a plan. The pen does not commit you to the move. The page does not show itself to anyone. The writing is for the inside of you, not the outside. The writing makes the wanting visible to its owner. The writing is one of the quietest, safest ways to stop hiding from yourself. And the writing is allowed to happen tonight if you wish, or any night after. Your wanting is allowed. Wanting a different life does not erase the life you have. The wanting is information about you. Naming it is not the same as leaving. And the people who love you can hold the real you. Two truths can live in one body. Two truths can live in one body in the same hour. Two truths can live in one body in the same breath. The truth that this life is good and the truth that you want something else can share a chest. The truth that you love them and the truth that part of you wants different can share a chest. The truth that you would choose this again, and the truth that you are also curious about another road can share a chest. You do not have to pick between the two truths. You do not have to make one of them go away to keep the other. and both are allowed to stay. Your timing for knowing is yours. Your timing for knowing is yours, not the calendar's. Your timing for knowing is yours, not the inner loyalists. The wanting is allowed to take its own time to clarify. The wanting does not need to make sense tonight. The wanting does not need to be acted on this season. The wanting is allowed to be unfinished, unsorted, unclear. The clarity will arrive in its own time if it is going to. And your job tonight is only to stop hiding from the wanting that is already here. The wanting can be held with you, not against you. The wanting can be held with you, not against you, from now on. The wanting can be held with you, not against you, even when it has felt like a threat. You can carry the wanting and stay whole. You can carry the wanting and stay loving. You can carry the wanting and stay present. The wanting is not a knife pointed at the people you love. The wanting is a part of you, asking to be acknowledged. And you are allowed to acknowledge it gently, the way you would for someone you cared about. Your loyalty was never measured by how small you made yourself. Your loyalty was never measured by how small you made yourself in any room. Your loyalty was never measured by how small you made yourself in any season of your life. You have been loyal in 1,000 visible ways. You have been loyal in the showing up, the carrying, the staying. You have been loyal in the choosing them every ordinary day. The loyalty has been real, and the loyalty does not require self-erasure. The loyalty stays even when the wanting is allowed to surface. And the wanting does not undo a single loyal day you have already given. Saying it inside is the first move. Saying it inside is the first move you are allowed to make. Saying it inside is the first move that breaks the silence. Saying it inside does not commit you to anything outside. Saying it inside lets the wanting exist in the place it has been hiding. Saying it inside lets the part of you that has been alone in the knowing not be alone anymore. The inside is yours. The inside is where the wanting was waiting to be heard. And the inside is allowed to know what it knows tonight. Your wanting is allowed. Wanting a different life does not erase the life you have. The wanting is information about you. Naming it is not the same as leaving. And the people who love you can hold the real you. Your wanting is allowed. Wanting a different life does not erase the life you have. The wanting is information about you. Naming it is not the same as leaving. And the people who love you can hold the real you. Your wanting is allowed. Wanting a different life does not erase the life you have. The wanting is information about you. Naming it is not the same as leaving. And the people who love you can hold the real you. Let these words settle into your whole body now, into your bones, into your cells. This is done. You have received it. Now you rest in the feeling. You do not need to make it happen in this moment. You only need to let it in. No, gun. Without filing it away, without explaining it, without one more morning of pretending the wanting was not there. Breathe. Open. Allow. As you return to your day, pay attention. Evidence is already gathering. Small openings, small movements. Stay open to them, because this is not the end of something. It is the beginning.